Hi, it's the Worldview from an Outcast podcast coming in from upstate New York, USA, Summer Austin. And how are you all today? I have adopted a pet, and that is going to be the subject of my conversation on this podcast today. Just me. So, this dog, was sort of left with us, and I brought him up to my apartment to wait for the owner. And it really has been an enjoyable experience so far. Taking care of this dog, going on walks, feeding it what I can find in the fridge. I gave him some turkey and a can of spaghetti and meatballs. I hope I'm doing it right. I'm very new to this. My family had a dog. We had dogs, but I never cared for one on my own. And not even a cat I never cared for on my own. But I am apprehending that the owner will want it back. Hopefully all is well with the owner. We haven't heard from him anyway. So, this dog's name will not be divulged or disclosed for privacy purposes, but if I rename the dog just off the top of my mind, it would be Blueberry. So that's the name I'll name the dog that. That's what I'll call him. It'd be my Blueberry dog. So, having a dog, this is my first day, and I'm looking forward to the nighttime when he may want to go out for a walk while I'm sleeping. It's like having a baby, you get woken up in the middle of the night. They have needs. So I also am low on cash right now, and I'm just scringing for what I can find in the fridge. I have like a big chunk of turkey breast I got from the food pantry, which I'm cutting off in little slices and feeding to the dog. And I have canned food, but I can't give him all my food. I need to, eat and survive too. So, but I'm just winging it. The dog seems happy, sleeping on the couch right now. But this podcast, I just really wanted to show my appreciation for that there are pets, cats and dogs, or even fish, birds. I wouldn't want a snake, but I sort of always wanted a dog, and I'm surprised. It's sort of like a blessing. It's very nice to have someone a dependent who depends on you, that you consider yourself trustworthy to take care of this creature, this pet. And it just makes me feel like I am someone. I have a purpose. I have responsibility, and just that my life has meaning. And now I understand from when before I didn't really get or relate to having a pet or pet owners. And now that I have one, I really don't want to be without him. So I might be, it's a girl, I might be dreading the day that, although I do want her to be reunited with her owner, I sort of am dreading that day when I'll have to give her up. But I do hope the owner, okay. So, now, if this is a long-term thing with this pet, I hope, it is happy and wants to stay with me if I'm the keeper of the pet. I don't know, it may change hands back to the owner, or it may change hands to my friend, who I'm relieving him of the pet, because he has a cat and the cat did not get along with the dog. And so now I had the grand idea to bring him up to my house. So he's here, and I really don't know what else to say, except, I mean, he seems comfortable here. He sort of wanted to, when I took him out on a walk, go back into my friend's house, but I brought him up here. I think my friend may be sleeping right now, and I'm just taking a responsibility on. That's not mine, and I'm enjoying it, and I feel honored that this beautiful dog, it's like a golden brown, so rather medium big sized dog, is in my care. It's like having a baby almost. And I do have 2 daughters who were adopted, and I never got to care for them. I was not at a stage in my life where I was able. So now I get to experience some form of what it's like to care for a dependent being. And so far it's been pretty enjoyable. I think I got this, but I just hope everything goes well. The dog stays happy, fed, and walked, and content. And I'm going to pick up some of the food. Well, he likes cat food, but the dog, so there's some at my friend's house. I got to bring it up here. The only thing I'm thinking is every time I go out, the dog wants to come out, so I don't have that freedom of going on my own places without a dog attached to the leash, attached to my hand. And it makes it a little less freeing, like able to do stuff, carry stuff, or go where I want. The dog is very adamant when it goes out where it wants to go, rather quickly, pulling me very strongly. And I have to say, slow down, come on, come back this way. There's been 2 run-ins with other dogs, and they were nice. The medium-sized one we met was a good, friendly, like a friend, a good, friendly dog to meet, but for the dog. But there was also a little one that was barking at us that we tried to stay away from. I tried to pull him back, but the dog has a lot of strength and power when it's impulsive, so it wants to impulsively go after and meet all these little dogs that don't really want to have be attacked by it's not really attacked, but having a big dog run straight for it makes it scared, so it starts barking, and then the owner's like, wait, you can't do that, you can't take control of your dog, control your dog. So I've been trying to curb, the dog's enthusiasm, and it's a lot. So thank you for listening to this podcast. The dog is being good. The owner is not really to be found right now, not responding, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email summeraustin82@gmail.com. Or I don't know if you could leave comments under the podcast posting here. I'm not sure. So have a great day, all you pet owners. God bless you. More power to you. It's great. I hear you. I understand you now. And I'm one of you now for a time being. So to all the pets, if I had $1 million, I'd give half of it to the pet shelter. I always said that. I always liked pets. I never had one of my own. I'm glad to finally have this beautiful blueberry dog dog named Blueberry. And I will be ready and willing to give it up, although sad about it. And if the time comes, because hopefully the dog owner is all right. It's strange for him not to respond to us for so long. Thank you for listening. The Worldview from an Outcast podcast by Summer Austin, upstate New York. Goodbye.